So this video is going to be so late today because we actually spent the day watching my nephew while my sister went to work because usually her mother-in-law watches him on certain days, like today. Um, and she was just like, well, to save time since you're here, could you watch him? And I was like, yes, of course, I'd love to. So that's what we did. And this is probably the first time all day I've had like a moment of just me quietly with baby because I had to be around the other kid and my kids, and it was just a lot. And Seb's kind of having a hard day, which is unfortunate. And then Tom's like, "Oh, are we going to do anything?" And I'm like, "It's 5 o'clock. It's going to get dark. There's not a lot of places that the kids can go to right now." I mean, it was a nice day, so it's a shame that we've spent it mostly inside because it's like in the 50s and 60s here in North Carolina, and it would have been nice for the kids to be able to go out. But I told my sister we would do this. Now we have tomorrow. We have tomorrow to do something fun. So that couple of seconds, that's all I got of Christmas. Super hard to vlog Christmas this year just because baby. And baby's attached mostly to me because food source. But it was a good Christmas. We, it was a kind of a weird Christmas too because we went and visited my mother-in-law, and she asked me like how Christmas was, and I was like, it's a little weird this year, not bad. We got presents, Santa came, um, we had a little breakfast, but the fact that I'm not doing like the big cooking, that's what really kind of made me go like, oh, it's not like regular Christmas. I like cooking. I really do. Like, I don't do it because it's the woman's job. I do it because I enjoy cooking. When I was little, my dad did all the cooking because he was interested in cooking. So I don't really view it as a gender thing. I view it on if you like to do it, you want to do it, do it. So this year, considering the pregnancy and when I was due and all that, my husband was like, look, I don't want you to have that stress. I'll cook Christmas. And I told him, cool, you can do that. You don't have to do like our regular Christmas, though. You don't have to do a big, extravagant Christmas for us. So we had chicken parm for Christmas, and I like when he makes the chicken parm, so it was good. And it's just that I missed like all the prep and the planning and just all of that. Yes, it's stressful in a way, but also kind of enjoyable in a way, and it's the normal. So I did miss it. But considering baby, considering pregnancy, it was good I didn't have that stress on me. And I'm so thankful that he was willing to let me take a break this holiday just for that. I also didn't do New Year's Eve because we're at my sister's, and the roommate that they have with them right now, he's the one that did the New Year's Eve cooking. So I'm like, I haven't done any of the big end of the year dinners this year. I didn't do Thanksgiving, I didn't do Christmas, I didn't do New Year's Eve. It's crazy. So I decided, well, what else am I going to put in this video? Because I literally had nothing for Christmas. Like I said, we had our Christmas at home, and then we went to my mother-in-law's, and she saw the baby again, and his brothers got to meet the baby because they didn't come to the hospital, and it was nice. It was, more low-down Christmas. And my husband kind of lamented that the kids didn't get a lot, and I'm like, I feel more like it was we didn't have like all the side gifts that a lot of times happens. Like, we went to his parents' house and they got their presents there. His Aunt Lisa dropped off presents later that week, and then my sister, we got presents when we came here. Usually what happens is those presents get sent to the house, and then that's all the presents they get, so it kind of looks like they have a lot. but really it's that they get it from the other relatives. Because when they were like super little, like when they were like 2 or 3, we did give them like 10 gifts or something, and it just felt too much. Like literally, they didn't want to open it all, and then I felt like garbage. So did not like that happening. I'm fine with us getting them 5 things, and that's what they get. And I feel it's a shame that they felt maybe that they didn't get a lot, but then they got gifts from grandparents, aunts, and uncles, so you got about the same what you always get. Ain't that bad? It's just how it is this year. Like, yeah, we're not giving them extravagant amount of things, but still, they got gifts. You okay? Okay. So, let's do a tiny what I got for Christmas, which it wasn't a lot, which is fine. I can start with my sister and brother-in-law because they're right here. I don't know which got me which, but they got me Twister. I don't think I've ever owned the DVD. I know Amy does, but it's kind of scratched up. And I was like, you know what? I need my own copy. This is Ultra 4K HD. Is this still considered a Blu-ray? It's been a while since I bought DVDs and Blu-rays that are new. I like that it's physical media. That's what I want. I want physical media. This is probably my only movie that is a disaster, like a natural disaster movie I consider a comfort film. And I think it's mostly because it has such a whimsical soundtrack, and then also it's very character focused. So I really enjoyed it. Personally did not enjoy Twisters because I felt like it was very disconnected from the first movie, and I feel like if you're going to do a sequel, maybe try to connect it a little bit with that. And also it felt like they were trying really hard to just do the Dusty character over and over and over, like there was a whole group that was nothing but Dusties. But whatever, this movie's good. I'm glad I have it in my collection now, and we'll do our best not to scratch it up. And then again, don't know which one. I think it might have been my brother-in-law because he's a book person. So there's a historian that I watch on YouTube sometimes, and she came out with a book, The Once and Future Sex, Going Medieval on Women's Roles in Society. So I like to watch her videos where she talks about like what women's roles were back then and the sex lives that they had back then. So I figured this is a book I'd be interested in. And I've thumbed through it a little bit. I've read a couple of pages, and I'm like, it's not hard to follow. So I'm actually looking forward to it. You okay? Okay. So, looking forward to reading it. I do like to read nonfiction every now and then. And this one in particular, I think is going to be super interesting. The lighting is terrible. I could turn on a light, but I don't want to get up and disturb him. Now, the other things I got, I don't have them with me. So I'm just going to have to get a picture. My husband got me a... Are you okay? Hold on. Alright. The things my husband got me are not with me. So I'll just put up a picture. My husband got me a record player because I put it on my Amazon wish list, and I had mentioned it a few times. I really wanted it. When McDonald's was having that their Monopoly game, the one prize I really wanted was the record player kind of setup they had. I think it was like in the brown spaces, like the Baltic Avenue and whatever else the other one is. And it just made me go like, I really would like a record player. I haven't had one since like I was probably 12 or 13, and that one I just found in our house, and we had some old records, so I played them, and I just kind of missed that because I agree. Yes, there is nothing quite like the sound of records when it comes to audio, and he got me the Fallout soundtrack, and I didn't realize at the time that it's the soundtrack for the show. So it has a lot of songs that came from the show, which that's fine. I like the show. I am fine with that. And they do have one song, the I don't want to set the world on fire. That song, which is in the games and in the advertising and in the show. So that's fine. I think I would also have liked it if they come out with a soundtrack for the actual games. I have to look and see if there are some. Because I have this Pandora station that plays video game music, and I'm like, I've never seen any of these video game soundtracks ever. Either I'm just not looking close enough, or it's something you can only find like once in a while. Like maybe they're out of print. I don't know. While we were here in North Carolina, we did go to a thrift store, and I found 3 more records that I thought, oh, these would be interesting. It's like a recording of My Fair Lady, probably the original Broadway, and then a Christmas album, because I gotta have a Christmas album. I just have to. And then a classical music record that's played by a solo flautist, and the Philadelphia Orchestra. So I was like, oh, that's nice. And it was 50% off everything. So they were selling all their records for $2, and I got them each for $1, which was really nice. So now I have 4 records for my record player. Then he also gets me stocking stuff, and like I don't even think I can say what everything is because off the top of my head I don't remember what they were called. But like he got me hair ties because I always need hair ties. Always. Like he got me hair ties for my birthday. That was last March, and they're not all gone, but most of them are. So I was like, I need more. So he got me more. He got me some fuzzy socks. And he got me stuff for my hair. Because he was saying that he noticed I shed in the shower. And I'm like, I always shed. But he brought me something that was like for thinning hair. And I was like, I don't think my hair's thinning. Does my hair look like it's thinning? I don't know. So that's about it. Like, yeah, it was a slower year because a lot of people are broke. So, like the grandparents, oh, they did get us something. They gave the kids money, and we bought the baby clothes with it, and Jen spent her money. Sebastian hasn't spent his yet because we were at Target with looking at the baby clothes. We were like, "You have money too. You can get something if you want." And he's like, "No, I don't want to." And we're like, "Fine, you don't have to then." So he still has his money. She got us a comforter that's like fuzzy on one side. You'll probably see it in the packing video. It's really nice. We just put it on top of our comforter. So right now we have the flat sheet, a comforter that the flat sheet came with, and then that comforter. Because I like to be warm. And we honestly need 2 comforters because most likely Tom's going to steal the covers in the middle of the night. So there needs to be another comforter so I don't freeze to death. And that's about it. That's all we got. And that's fine. You know, it was a hard year as far as the prices of things and life and existence. And, you know, we're just happy to have survived it, really. And yeah, I got to have a Christmas that was super chill. Super chill. And I'm thankful for that. So, sorry for the lateness of this video. Right, if you watched it, thank you so much. Bye.